Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my third lesson of D1, chapter number 15, exercise 15B, that is about the reading and interpretation of pie chart. In this lesson, I'll be discussing 4024 June 2014 P2 question number 7 in order to give idea to my students that these small questions are really important according to your O-level examination. As the question is long, so I will be reading the question first from the book. So let me keep book under the camera. Question says the pie chart summarizes the results of the local election. Candidate A has 90 degrees, candidate B has 60 degrees, candidate C has 144 degrees, and we do not know about candidate D. Then the question says candidate B received 1600 votes. Work out the total number of people who voted in the election. Then what fraction of the vote did candidate D receive? Give your answer in lowest terms. And how many more votes than candidate A did candidate C receive? Okay, let's talk about each part one by one. And if we look at the diagram, we can see that we are given with the angle of candidate A, angle for candidate B, and angle for candidate C, but angle for candidate D is not given. I always advise it to my students that for all type of geometric questions, if we can do small calculations, small workings, without moving to the solution of the question, we can do that. Like for candidate A, the degrees are 90 degrees, then plus 60, then plus 144, and this sum is 294, and we know that angle at a point is 360 degrees. I'll be taking away this answer from 360 degrees, and the answer for the candidate A angle will be 66 degrees, and we'll see if in the later part we'll be using and we will be needing this angle. We can use that easily. Now if we read the first part says candidate B received 1600 votes. Candidate B received total votes received by candidate B. Total votes received by candidate B. Candidate B are 1600, and we have to find the total number of people. Okay, the requirement of the question is total people in the survey. Total people. So now how to find the solution of this situation? Look, we are not given with any information about the number of candidates. We are given the information about the angular turn of those sectors or those candidates. So what we can do is that in order to find the total number of candidates, we have to see that for 1600 people, what is the angular movement of that. If you look at the pie chart, we can see that 60 degree is representing how many people? 60 degree represents total people 1600. We will be applying unitary method here. 1 degree will be representing 1600 divided by 60, and as the total of the sum of all of the angles is 360 degrees, so 360 degrees will represent 1600 divided by 60 multiplied by 360 degrees. And now look, 0 goes with 0, and 6 ones are, and 6 six are, and now we can use calculators. 16 6 is 96, so 96 with 2 zeros. Okay students, see, I'm teaching you how to make your calculations easy. So there are total number of people who voted, total people who voted, people who voted, number of people, yes, who voted is 9600 people. Now we have the total people with us, 9600 people. I hope you are clear about this part. The second says, what fraction of the vote candidate D receive? Fraction of the votes candidate D receive. Fraction of votes for candidate D. Now look, in the beginning these degrees were not given, so first of all what we have to do, we have to find the angular turn, that how many degrees are for candidate D. So the angle for candidate D, angle for candidate D equals to 360 minus 90 plus 60 plus 144. Now let me add them up. 90 plus 60 plus 144, and this is 294. 360 minus 294, and I have to take away this answer. 360 minus 294, and this is 66 degrees that we already have calculated. This is the angle. Now required fraction will be equal to fraction of votes. We know for the fraction we have to write this 66 which is the sector angle of candidate D, divided by total angles are 360, and now 6 11s and 6 6, so 11 by 60 is the fraction of the votes. 11 by 60. I hope you are really clear about this part. And the third part says that how many more votes than candidate A did candidate D receive. How many more votes than candidate A did candidate D receive? Now we have to find the difference between the votes of candidate A and candidate C. So for that purpose, first of all, we have to find that how many votes are received by candidate A. So the number of votes received by candidate A by candidate A will be equal to 90 divided by 360 multiplied by total we got in the previous part, that is 9600. Okay, and now look, 0 goes with 0, or as we can use the calculator, so we'll be making use of calculator. 90 multiplied by 9600 divided by 360, and this is coming 2400 votes. 2400 votes by candidate A, and then number of votes by candidate C, number of votes by candidate C, by candidate C, that will be the angular turn is 144 by 360 multiplied by 9600, and this will give me 144 multiplied by 9600 divided by 360, and this is giving me 3840. Now look students, candidate A is receiving 2400 votes. Candidate A is receiving 2400 votes, and candidate C is receiving 3840 votes. Now let me read the question again, that how many more votes. Okay, so the difference between the votes. So the difference between votes will be equal to 3840 minus 2400. minus 2400, and this is equal to 1440. 1440. So candidate C received 1440 more votes than candidate A. Candidate A. I hope students you are really clear about today's class. In these 3 classes we have learned that how to construct the pie chart when the frequencies are given, by finding the angles, and by constructing the pie chart with the help of protractor and compass. And then the second situation that we discussed in today's class was that how to read and interpret the given pie chart. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get a notification of every new lesson in time. Thank you very much.